Train on Radio 3, and if it's love, into Tuesday afternoon right now. It's about 13 minutes past 12. My pleasure to introduce to you Butterscotch Beatbox S Extraordinaire. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you. Whirlwind Asian tour. How long have you been in Hong Kong?
I've been here almost 2 weeks.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
And what do you take away with you?
It's great. I didn't really know what to expect, but it's a really cool place.
Food?
Yeah.
Mind you, you come from the States.
Yeah.
I love American junk food, so let's forget about it. Great to see you. You got right up there getting onto NBC's America's Got Talent. I guess that's where we start. People think that beatboxing is an 80s thing, but it's come right back, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely.
Is it a new style, technique, something different now? Because it's got obviously the hip hop root.
Well, it's definitely different from the 80s. Beatboxing has a new twist now with developing different, styles.
All at once.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Like in Europe, electronic music is really popular with the beatboxing, and with me, I like to put jazz into it because I love jazz, and so I just try to develop my own style.
I figured from reading your stuff that you studied music as a kid. What like classical lessons?
Yeah,
really
no, my mom was a piano teacher, so I grew up playing classical piano, and then played a little bit of flute and saxophone in the band, and then went to a performing arts high school, and then started playing guitar, and then that's when I started writing popular music. And then one of my friends was like an amazing beatboxer, and I thought it was one of the coolest things I'd ever seen, so then naturally I just wanted to pick it up.
So what was that conversation? Was it like, how do you do this? What would you make of that?
It was, well, like the first time I saw him pick up a microphone, and it sounded like a radio or like a real beatbox, So, yeah, I asked him, like, I want to learn, can you teach me the basics? So he, taught me some of the simple things, and then I kind of just took it and ran with it.
Where'd you start? What's lesson one? you think all those years ago?
Well, I guess I like the bass drum, because it's just kind of like emulating like a drum set or beatbox, so just like a, and then like the snare, which is like, or there's different types of snares, like a rim shot, and then the hi-hats. So yeah, and then after learning that, then you kind of put like little sound effects and scratches and stuff.
But you do the ambidextrous thing. You stick it all together. Did you kind of invent that style?
Not exactly. I would like to take credit for it, but no, I can't, because a lot of other beatboxers have come before me, and especially like Rozelle. He was big with the Roots hip hop group that was popular during the 90s, and
right.
It's still now.
Because there are things that probably only you can do because of maybe the shape of your mouth or.
Well, yeah, that's the
whatever.
cool thing about beatboxing, is that everybody's mouth and body is unique, so you can do different things. And since I like to sing, then that's my kind of twist that I put on it. Yeah.
Want to show us a bit?
Yeah, sure.
I was just trying to put off asking you.
All right. Hong Kong. Yeah.
Awesome. That's got the whole band there. Brilliant. Well done. So what's happening now? You've just been hanging out doing some charity gigs and stuff in Hong Kong. Bit of a holiday, I guess. Half holiday.
Partially. But I like to, take advantage of where I can get work and do things. So I've been, just trying to make different connections and meet different people, and but also, yeah, it's been amazing. I saw the Big Buddha a couple days ago. That was amazing. Went to the Peak a couple days ago as well. So.
Yeah, you're allowed some downtime. Actually, some of the music journos in the States are saying, you guys want to start looking at Asia. There's really untapped, goodies there.
Right.
And this guy, one guy in particular, was just saying, we're too lazy in the States. What, have you kind of had your eyes opened over here? Not just Hong Kong, but the whole shebang.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely a busy city, and.
But I mean, professionally, could you see
Right.
yourself recording?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It's a great vibe out here.
Yeah.
And,
Where would you like to take it? I mean, obviously you've got your style, you've got your very virtuosic style. You've got to be thinking onwards and upwards. What would you?
Oh
like?
yeah, no, definitely. Well, I like to perform with other musicians as well, and I write my own stuff, and I love to perform. So just doing everything and anything that I can do possible to make something different and unique. So I love jazz, I love classical, so I would love to perform like with a big band even, or a symphony, so those are, dreams that hopefully will come true.
How would that work? How do you see that working? The symphony's an interesting one. I mean, of course, he wasn't a beatboxer really, was he, Bobby McFerrin? I don't know how you describe him, but...
He kind of was, one of the pioneers. He's one of my idols.
So
he
musical.
does, he does a lot of like stuff like body music as well. But he incorporates a lot of stuff, and his son is actually a beatboxer as well.
Right.
But yeah, no, I love classical music, and I would love to, write something, playing with it. Like, so, I mean, anything is possible. Like, it's not. In my mind, it's not that unheard of.
You just got your head around it. He did all that brilliant Bach stuff.
Right.
Right. I guess it was beatboxing 101.
Yeah.
I guess it was. I mean, it's brilliant artistic stuff. Who else were you listening to when you were a kid, whether they're in this sphere or not? Which other? You say you love classical and jazz.
Yeah.
Who else?
Well, my dad was a big Motown fan, so I grew up listening to a lot of Motown, like Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, and Aretha Franklin, people like that, and also a lot of hip hop music. My brother, because I'm the youngest of 5 kids, so I was influenced by like all of my siblings and what they listened to. So like a lot of Tupac and what else? Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey.
Whoa, stop.
So.
No, that's awesome. Any big time jazzers?
Yeah, I love Billie Holiday, Sarah Vaughan, John Coltrane, Miles Davis.
That's a real broad spectrum. You must have had. Tell us about this. You said Performing Arts High School. I mean, the one thing those guys can give you is a really broad musical spread.
Right. Well, it was cool because I grew up playing a lot of sports like basketball and soccer, and that was my main focus. Like I wanted to be a professional basketball player. Then I hurt my knee, and my direction kind of switched over to music, and that's when I switched schools. And since I already had the classical training, it was cool because this school was more focused on a popular style of writing and more contemporary. So it was really a great opening of a different type of style that I needed.
See, I'm sure people say to you, was it like Fame? Or these days they'll say, was it like Glee?
Right.
But times have changed. I mean, in the UK there's the Britpop school, and it's really launching some cool careers. Did those guys help you business-wise?
Oh yeah, it was great. I'll plug them, I guess, in the Thomas Charter School.
Go for it.
Because we had like a CD making class, and they had a marketing part. So kids would work on that, and then there was like a art design, and the recording section, and like the actual, the kids as engineers, and then the actual artists. So then we all kind of worked together to make like a school CD. So yeah, it definitely prepared me for, what was to come.
Well, I guess the more stuff you do now, the more you're going to have other people take care of that stuff for you. But do you reckon if anybody's an upcoming musician, they need to be...
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, definitely. My eyes have been opened the past couple of years.
Yeah.
So I've definitely learned a lot, and you need to know, pretty much everything that goes on. You can't just be blind and expect somebody else to do everything.
What made you go for America's Got Talent? Because it's a brave thing, and some people, they jump into these shows just to get the first 10 seconds, 20 seconds to be silly in an audition. But you obviously went further, way further.
Right. Well, I thought, you know, why not just give it a try, see what happens. I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know I would get that far. It was a great experience. It made me realize, you know, how many things I could actually do, because I always had all these ideas of stuff I wanted to do with a real band and, you know, dancers and all that stuff. And now I finally had this, you know, at my disposal to do, you know, whatever I wanted to do. So after the show, I was like, well, you know, I can do all these things, so why not just apply it and do it?
So you probably went in there with a great technique, no question. But was going on the TV with this something that really upped your game, brought the shine to it, you know?
Yeah, no. I learned a lot, and the exposure was great. Got me a lot of connections. So.
Websites and stuff. Tell us where we can find you.
Well, you can find me. I got a new website coming out. It's www.butterscotchmusic.com, and then also on Facebook, facebook.com/butterscotchmusic, myspace.com.
All there.
Yeah, Buttescotch Music.
Great to meet you.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.